So they'll be calling you a radical. It's low tide, right at high noon. So this is, I've been looking all day. This is all I found. One sickly sea anemone. There's a couple right there. See them? So anyway, you don't believe me. There's a few really sickly little sea anemones right there. Historic, well, all this stuff's really historic. So this is a great story. This is the best tide pool in all of Southern California. Well, San Diego County. Probably the best tide pool is Dana Point. The best tide pool in all of California, that's in Monterey. So you don't believe me. You'll see my other video. They didn't want to get videos with the kids. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Little teeny crabs. So, you don't believe me? Guess who just walked out of here? Sea Camp. And Sea Camp just came out of here. I had a long, great conversation with the woman who runs it. Her name's Ashley. She's fantastic, by the way. With over 100 kids and all the advisors. They've been down here all morning. Now, of course, I didn't want to video the kids, you know, and so, but we had a great conversation, and she's fantastic. And I gave the kids a little lecture and dissertation. She's like, well, talk to the kids, and I did. And we had a good, great conversation with the children. And I said, well, the only thing I'm finding is the California hares. You know, and in the summer, they says over 100 eyes in here all morning long. This is the best tide pool in all of San Diego County. And she agreed. And they found with well over 100 eyes in here. And these aren't little kids. These are, you know, 10, 11, 12-year-olds. They found one California hare, a little teeny guy. They said they found some teeny stars about that big, a few of them. You know, and so this is right before the storm. And we're talking over 100 pairs of eyes. Children's eyes, and I'll tell you what, they're the best. You want to know everything about these tide pools? Get the children's eyes on them. It's really slick out here today. And she was good. I watched them, like I said, and we had a conversation about Fukushima with the kids. You know, about nuclear, about a lot of things. About, you know, we talked very cordially. And the kids were very in tune, very aware. They know their tide pools. You should have heard them. You know, we talked about, we were talking about leather books, and he says, like turtle? And no, the big star. We talked about the big crimsons and what should be in here. And so it isn't like, there's some people trying here. Yeah, but look what we're up against. So, you know, you don't have to rely on me. You know, I shot a little teeny bit of just to show you that I was with them. You know, that's the thing. One of the great activists that I do work with told me the other day, Lisa says, well, my mom used to say, oh, look at this beauty. Look at this freaking collaboration with Mother Nature. My mom used to say the world is ran by those who show up. The environmentalist community, and I'm the only one that shows up at me and the kids. You know. So I got to get my rent paid today, by the way. I'm still here. Got a lot of work going on, so ain't cheap what I do. Oh, I live on, if you saw where I stay and live. Oh, here we go. Ooh, smells today. It's slicker than slick today. We're going to get the big rain, so I got to be extra careful. I'm using trying my new tide pool jumpers. The other ones hurt my feet. My boots had it, so. Easy. She's slick today. Oh, I gotta be real careful. Slow down. Slow down. Again, well over 100 sets of eyes in here, and they were going through here. You know, and with all their advisors. So, sea camp, which is a big deal around here for the kids. You know, and the La Jolla Elites, by the way, I'm in La Jolla. La Jolla is death. PB is life. Don't get dead in La Jolla. Few snails today. So well over 100 pairs of eyes out here, all morning long, with people with marine biology degrees. And she has her degrees. I'll be headed up to La Jolla to do some more work up at the university. Those mass murders. You know, Walter died. All roads lead to Vienna, right? So here, let's get to this before you forget. Let's show the kids. You know, I'm trying to be a good boy video on this. I told her I'd send her a video. She was great, by the way, I gotta tell you. So, I want you people in La Jolla, because this is where these people, monsters all are. This is Livermore, but it's right here. The National Ignition Facility, right there, is called Fukushima. And I brought up Fukushima to the kids. And she didn't get mad. She's like, yes, yes. We brought up San Onofre, and, you know, I did a really good little lecture to the children. You know, just talking about what these tide pools basically look at and why they've collapsed recently. And she's like, yeah. I said, we've got to talk about that. We can't just tell these kids, hey, they used to be just, you know, she knew. They were very healthy in 2012. And I said, we have to talk about what killed them, because something obviously did. She said, yes, yes, yes. And so I said, well, I blame a lot on the Fukushima disaster, you know, along with everything else we keep dumping into her. So this is important. Real important. I found this at the PB thrift store. Okay, so I wanted the kids to understand, no endeavor that is worthwhile is simple in prospect if it is right. It will be simple in retrospect. That is Satan. Edward Teller is Satan. I pissed on his grave. Sorry, kids, but I did. Facts are facts. That is Satan. Satan. General Atomics is right up the hill here. He's the monster that brought him here. They had a nuclear accident in La Jolla. They dumped it in Serrano Valley. Satan. 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 I talked, this guy right here, I had a conversation with him. Los Alamos, Satan. That is Satan. Satan. So in retrospect, you know, he said that 30, 40 years ago, the madman. Star Wars, I have my Star Wars. You remember he wanted to put tips? I have my Star Wars, and I bought it Gelson's in the market. I have that. So in retrospect, it's been long enough. Simple? No, everything happened the opposite of this mad sick. By the way, Einstein hated Edward Teller's guts. So did Oppen, J. Robert. All of them, all of them. Now this is real important. So Walter died here, Jonas Salk-on-Bacco, Leo the Lizard, who started all this mad monster, died at 57 degrees, 57 years old right here. That's who talked Einstein in writing the letter to FDR and turned on the faucet at the Manhattan Project, and they never turned it off. But Fukushima is the capitulation to it. So, you want to know where the ignition's find? It's right here in La Jolla. That's where this monster started, right there, Fukushima, Japan. Can't make it up. This is where this monster, the pipeline, it's really called, I call it the nuclear triangle. Budapest, Austria, the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. The pipeline all evolved after the war, before the war. From there, Austria, Budapest and Vienna. All roads lead to Vienna. Mozart, Kevin Blanch, Beethoven. I'll quote Beethoven. In Vienna. He walked right through the royal family. And his friend said, what are you doing? Are you crazy? You got to step aside. He says, they should step aside for me. And so the new Beethoven, the new symphony, Kevin Blanch, get tidal jumping. All roads lead to Vienna. That's Mozart. All roads lead to La Jolla for death. So it went Vienna, Budapest, to New York, to La Jolla. The mass murder. I pissed on Teller's grave. So we know the Endeavor, in retrospect, it was sick. Einstein was right. He hated him. Jay Oppenheimer, how about Andrei Sakharov? You know, I'm going to do some videos about the Russian spies. So, a few snails, quite a few snails. So, let's keep it going. Headed over to the, we're going to get heavy rain here this afternoon. I got some good rain here yesterday at the thrift store. Again, you don't believe me? You don't believe me? And this is, I'm telling you, I've been in this type of, should be hundreds if not thousands. What about the octopus? They didn't find one. What about the lobster? Very important video. Low tide right now. Stand turn.